Grateful. How are you?
Good. You're looking for the town supervisor?
Yeah.
How can I help you?
What's your name?
Nick D'Alessandro.
And you are?
Town supervisor.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
So I have some concerns.
Sure.
Let me move back because I'm too close. So I went to conduct business
I
with
have a
the.
bad hearing. I'm sorry.
I went to conduct business with the town clerk,
Yes.
and he has a very, very controversial flag on his wall, and I felt offended by it. And I asked him if he would take it down. He said no, that he won't. I reminded him that this is
the flag.
it's a blue line flag.
Okay.
It's the American flag desecrated with a blue line in it.
Oh, it's free speech. It's the
Yeah,
First
but this
Amendment,
is
just
it
like
is.
anybody is
So this
allowed.
is the people's building, and
that's
the
an
public
American
comes
flag,
in.
yeah.
And what if the public is offended by his free speech?
I don't know. I guess you could make a written complaint to
I
the
did.
Department of State or something.
It is freedom of speech, though.
Yeah.
But
I'm a believer in that.
like at work, where you deal with the public, you know what I mean?
Free speech, yeah.
So he could hang a Nazi flag. Would you
I
agree
don't know
with that?
about that. I don't know about what he's allowed to.
I mean, it's
do,
freedom
but
of
I'm
speech as
saying
well,
you
too.
can- You're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just as.
But
we
while
can-
you're at work,
we can,
what's your
but-
policy?
I
On
don't think we have a policy on that. I could check for you,
Okay.
but I guess you would be able to make a complaint to Department of State, New York State. I think that would be the appropriate department to do
Or I could
that.
come to you.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like-
well, I guess we'll have to look at that as a town board, not just myself. I don't.
I agree with the
unilaterally-
freedom of speech,
Right.
but like he's at work. Freedom of speech outside of work. When you're at work, there's policies that you guys yourself have to follow. Right?
Okay, I'll see you soon, clerk.
Right?
I don't know. I guess so.
Can you be on your phone at work? Is there a policy against you being on your phone?
I don't think so. No, because sometimes we have calls,
Right.
especially elected officials get calls.
That's
from the
understandable.
from
I was
the-
just trying to use that as an
from the
example.
public. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the First Amendment is what I fight for.
And
that is freedom of speech.
I'm a believer.
I just feel like when you service the public, I understand if you want to wear blue line shirts, whatever, or head to toe outside of work, but when you work for the public and this is the people's building, I don't think you should be bringing your personal beliefs into work, into
I
a
don't
place of
think that's a
business.
personal belief.
Not everybody that
we
comes,
do
not
have
everybody that comes into this building agrees with that, and we pay for this building.
Yeah, that's true, but we do have a police department that we
So
do
so,
support.
and they shouldn't be hanging that in the police department either.
No, is that a law?
I'm sure it's
I'm
a
asking
policy.
you, maybe
I'm
you know better than me.
No, I'm sure it's a policy that they can't.
That's a policy I don't know of then.
You can't I'm sure you can't just go around expressing or forcing your opinions and beliefs on people, especially the public that comes in and that pays for these buildings.
Perhaps you're right.
You know.
Perhaps you're right.
Well, I fully request your policy so I could take a look at it.
Then she'll make sure you get that.
Hopefully, maybe I could get
How are you?
some
Thanks.
clarification on it, on your freedom of speech policy while you're at work. Like, I don't mind if, God bless them, that's your belief, right? But, like in a place of business while you're at work. That's like if I worked here and I came here with a Nazi shirt on.
Well, I guess
Talking about freedom of
I think
speech.
that's hate.
Is it? What if I was a Nazi? I mean, to him, I just like you, I think that's hate. I feel like that's a gang flag. I feel like that's police
I think
safety
there's ambiguity
before.
there. I think
Yeah.
There's ambiguity there.
But to him, it's not hate.
There's always ambiguity.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
I just feel like
Sure.
business in the people's building, you should keep your personal beliefs out, and definitely don't be hanging it where the public could see, because not everybody supports that.
Perhaps.
Some people might have family that got killed by police,
Or saved.
and either or, right?
or.
The ones that saved, of
That's
course
why-
they,
yeah, that's
of
why
course they
there's a
wouldn't
little
care.
ambiguity
That's
there.
what I'm saying. So to avoid controversy at work in the people's
Well,
building.
Somebody could be offended by this. It's a picture of one of our historic buildings in town. It's a church. Somebody might say that I don't believe in that. I'm offended by that.
Right. So
But
what
it's
do
a
you do in that instant?
It's a historic building of town. It's
Right.
on our historic record. So
What would you do if multiple people came in and expressed their concerns that they was offended by something that was here inside the people's building, what
I
would you
guess I
do?
would have them come to our town board meeting
Right.
and address the town board as a whole for them to make the decision whether they should take this down or not.
Okay, so it's like a consensus. Is the only
Oh,
way
well,
change is
I'm
made.
only one vote of five.
Right. I'm only one person.
Right.
I'm probably the only person that's ever came in and addressed like their concerns about that
I
flag.
think you are.
Right.
I think you are.
But that's how change happens.
Yeah, sometimes change is necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
I completely love the First Amendment. You know, I'm a First Amendment activist. I just feel like in the people's building, you should, and you work for the people. I don't think that would be, you know,
Okay, I respect your opinion.
right. Which is, we're all entitled to our own. But,
Absolutely, that's what
you know, I
makes
guess
our
I'd have
country
to
great.
come in to a town hall meeting and address my concerns, right?
Yes.
I appreciate you taking the time and speaking
Thank
with
you.
me. It was a pleasant conversation,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
that's what it's about, you know. Especially because you're the town supervisor, you want to, you know, take the time and talk to the people, you know.
We're all people.
Right. I've been here for hours. She said you was at lunch, and
At the end, I went to see the highway superintendent, but if we aren't here to help each other, that's what we're here
most
for.
of the most of our workers here, they seem to be somewhat educated on the First Amendment, which is great. It's good to see that the town supervisor is educated on it.
You know, like you said, we work for the people, and that's what we're here for.
Some people, they may seem a little bit uncomfortable, might be a little bit rude at first, but they
Everybody's
still,
different. Everybody's different.
yeah, they still try to do their best. You know, the only concerns I have is that, like, because we can't come into these offices, or almost all your offices have that sign on it. You want to stand up and come and talk to the people, the public. You know,
that's why I came to you.
I've stood at windows for like 5-6 minutes. Nobody asked me if I needed help, and then when they do ask me,
Here?
they ask me sitting down. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to stand up, come talk to the public. You know, especially because I talk low. You know, you see how you have hearing problems.
Yeah, so I said, let me stand a little closer.
Right. So just, you know, like have them stand up and come talk to people. That's about it. Other than that, most people were great here. You were excellent. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you, sir.
I hope you have a great day. God bless you.
Thank you.
So he brought up a good point about the First Amendment, and it is the First Amendment. But when you're at work, you don't, especially because you work for the public in the people's building. I don't think that's right, and not everybody agrees with his concerns. Or the only way to make a change is for multiple people to address their concerns. You know, but it always starts with that one voice. So this was the town hall of East Fishkill. For the most part, they did great. Well, not great. They did all right. Till next time.